that's a good basketball team. I mean, their record may be 11-16 and 5-8 in conference, but they're playing just as good and just as tough as anybody we played all year. And you know, I got to tip my hat out to them. They gave us everything they had at our place. But Chuck, it almost reminded you of Jacksonville State. At Jacksonville State, the turnovers, you know, the fouls, not sticking to the script, but our guys playing bad, still found a way to win, and we don't give them back, especially nowadays. But you know, you got to give a hat off to our guys, because every night's not going to be a great night, and I know that. And I thought we could have played better tonight, but with two overtime victories, two overtimes, and still finding a way to win, and the ball got to our best player in the last second. You know, what more can you ask for, especially against a good basketball team?
Well, fourth overtime game of the year, and we've talked about it. Nothing generally is very easy for your team. I mean, it's a talented team, but every game seems to be a struggle. That last game against Tennessee Tech, of course, won that one by 26, but generally, is when you get into conference play, especially, as you know, every game will be a battle.
And it is, and we can't expect, you know, you want to, play great, you want to play perfect, and you want to blow teams out. But the main thing right now is finding a way to win, because in the tournament, it's going to be the same way. You know, the other team practices, the other team prepares, and the other team wants to play hard. And they did that, and we did that, and we just found a way to win.
Well, talk about the last play. Was it designed for Warner to try to drive in possibly and draw the foul or get that last shot? Yes,
it was a play where we throw it to the high post, and he comes off, Kareem goes through, and then he gets it back. And it's almost like a pick-and-pop situation. If they both go with Angelo, he throws it back to Drew for a wide open shot, or if not, he drives it. And he kept the ball in his hands, and he finished it like a true trooper does.
Boy, I tell you what, he was really good tonight. I mean, we've talked about how consistent he is and how good he is and maybe how underrated he is. 28 points tonight, 6 assists, 4 steals, 3 rebounds. I know he had 6 turnovers, but the rest of his game was really good.
Well, it was, and that's why I keep telling people he's one of the better guards in our league. And he does it on both ends. He's just not an offensive player. He's a great defensive player, too. And he's one of the few guys on our team that stays out of foul trouble somehow and still able to play good defense. 19 turnovers, I'm not happy with that. I am happy with the 20 assists. But we got to get better. Kareem wasn't himself today. He had 9 assists and 5 turnovers, but he was hurting. His hamstring is not 100%. He tweaked it against Tech. But he gutted it out, and we needed him in there down the stretch, and he helped us win the basketball game.
Boy, it felt tonight like all night long your team was chasing the Governors. I mean, down by 8 in the first half, it just tough to gain traction.
It was. It was just one of those ugly games, but they make it ugly. I mean, come on, Coach Lewis is a great coach, and he's not going to just let you come in and just beat him. Beat the doors off. And he knew we were a good team, and you could tell that he put a lot of time and effort in scouting us and preparing for us, and it showed tonight.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that. We talked about it during the game, the fact that Austin Peay traditionally has been a man-to-man defensive club. Rarely do you see them play zone, but they used a lot of 2-3 tonight.
Well, they had to, because they knew they were big, and they couldn't keep up with us driving them to the basket. So, that was a smart move on his part.
You disappointed at all? I know Austin Peay outscored your guys in the paint 36-28.
I don't like that, and I don't. But they're good. They're big, and we knew that was going to be a problem for us because of their size and athleticism. And our bigs didn't play as good, but I don't think our guards did a good job of getting them involved in scoring position.
Well, Chad Posthumus tonight, a double-double, 17 points, 18 rebounds, and he got a ton of clutch rebounds.
Well, he did, and not only that, he went 5 for 6 from the free throw line, which was just as good as any stat on the line. But, Chad's just being Chad, and we're challenging him every day to be the man down there, because Billy can only play in spurts with his shoulder. But, our guys are resilient, there's no use in me complaining. We just got to get better, watch the tape, and find a way to win at Murray.
We've talked about this. Your guys are now getting contributions from about everybody on that roster, and it shows here in bench scoring. You beat Austin Peay in that category, and get this number, 42-19.
Well, that's why, people say, well, why are you on this guy? Why are you on that guy? Because you never know when you're going to need him. I ride Jared Ravenscraft every single day like he's getting ready to play 20 minutes. And just fact that he's got to be ready if his number's called for whatever reason. So, that's just the the system that we run. Everybody gets coached and be prepared to play.
Clutch win tonight in terms of the conference tournament upcoming because you clinch a first-round bye.
Well, we'll take that. You know, now we got to go to Murray and go get that one, get ready for that one. You know, we get that one now. We're trying to work on the other bye also. So it's not over. I told you we're still a work in progress. And as you can see, because nothing's smooth, but we're finding a way to win. When it does click, and hopefully it does before the season's over with, Chuck, hopefully we'll all be smiling, laughing, and jumping and hugging and kissing.
How about just hugging? Can we just do
I'll
that?
I'll kiss you, Chuck. Plus you shave, too.
Yeah. You know, I hope that nobody is listening to this right now. I really do.
I got to find a way to laugh sometime, Chuck.
I know you do, man. I know you do, and I appreciate that. We're talking about the Murray State game. Of course, the Racers are the top team in the OVC West and one of the picks to compete for the league title. Is that kind of a statement game in a way for your team going into it when you talk about the postseason and looking ahead?
Well, every game's a statement game. You know, this was a statement game because you come off of, you know, a honeymoon of playing really well against Tech on the road. Then you come home and your fans are here and you want to get soft, you know, and that's what we did tonight. But now we got to pick up our bootstraps because if we play with this same type of effort on Saturday, we'll get ran out of the gym. So we got to pick up our bootstraps, get mentally tougher again, and get that go in there and get us one. All
right, Sean, congratulations. Win number 19, number 10 in conference.
Thank you, sir.
And you can hug me or something on Saturday.
No doubt about it. Hey, everyone out there listening, I am going to kiss Chuck. I'm going to make him shave real good so his skin's soft.
I'm growing the beard back now. Sean Woods, coach of the Morehead State Eagles. His team wins 90-88 over Austin Peay in double overtime tonight at Johnson Arena.